Okay, so see, they are like they come with in varieties: lakes or rivers, peatlands, marshlands, salt marsh, even some of the coastal areas. So they're all wetlands. You see, and the thing is, what they say is that they provide what food service, water service, health service, and that and all this, and then they calculate it, and it's around 47 trillion a year to 4 billion people around the world. And as if that was not enough, right now, when we are grappling with climate change, there are two things. So they help in terms of slowing down the warming by sequestering sinking carbon. And then also when climate change impacts like floods happen, they act like sponge and take water in. And that's why you have all this. And if you lose them, you see what's happening in so many parts of the world. We report this in Chennai, in Thailand, in Nigeria, everywhere.
So tell us about the beavers.
All right. So what's happened here is in North America, in Canada, and many states in the U.S., they hunted down this animal to almost extinction for the pelt mainly, and also for meat and their gland. But the pelt was known as the brown gold, and they were hunted down for almost, to zero. Almost. This was, and then until 19th century. And then they realized that with that animal, ecosystems also had disappeared, wetlands, biodiversity. So in many places, they introduced them, reintroduced them, and then with the animals came back the ponds, came back the wetlands, came back fish, frogs, and then, all the other animals like otters, weasels, moose, and birds. And then, in the meantime, Europe realized that it also had done the same thing. It also had hunted down this animal to almost extinction. And so they've replicated that idea in Central and Northern Europe. And as a result, in Europe, also in many countries, Austria, Germany, they led the thing. And then Netherlands has done a pretty good job. Now, even in the UK, this has been done. And there has been great results. But I must warn you that this cannot be done everywhere because beavers don't belong everywhere. They're not natural habitats. And I'll explain if you want me to. For example, they tried their luck in Latin America, in Chile and Argentina, not to bring back wetlands, but because of this booming trade, phenomenal trade, brown gold. They brought some of the beavers there from North America, but then they didn't realize that there were no predators. And as a result, there was this boom of the population. They ate the entire forests. So
they ate the forests.
So they are not like there.
Right, yes.
So this is the thing. It doesn't work everywhere. There are natural habitats where the idea has worked.
They've been more useful than humans in some ways?
Yes. So because, as you said, we have lost so much of that. And then as a result, they have demonstrated that we could do that. But again, now in this context of climate change, droughts are eating up. Whatever remains. Lake Chad, 95% gone. And I'm being told that whatever remains, drought is eating it up. Beavers are examples, and scientists tell us we can mimic them.
Navin Singh Khadka, thank you so much for joining us with that story that beavers have been restoring huge areas of wetlands across the globe. Do have a